I know for an absolute fact she wanted to be put right here in the garden.
That was when she was alive, Mark. She literally wanted you to wheel her out back more.
No.
And I wish you had, quite frankly. She got underfoot.
No, seriously. Like, remember last summer when I stayed upstairs after Chloe kicked me out?
Which one was Chloe?
She was the blonde one.
The one with the tiny handbag?
That was Jade.
Aw, I miss Jade. I liked her deep conversations about where to get the best wonky veg boxes.
She was certainly overly enthusiastic about her vegetables.
Gotta get you 5 a day, eh, Mark?
Can I finish my fucking story? Anyway, after Chloe kicked me out, I had a lot of meaningful conversations with Grandma, and she told me it was her wish to be scattered right here in the garden, no ceremony, no fuss.
What, just like that? Chuck her out back with the cigarette butts?
Not near the ashtrays, obviously, but you get it done now. Just get it over and done with.
I think we should wait.
For fuck's sake, Rosie, Mum and Dad are not coming over for this. You know it.
They might.
Rosie, if they gave one shit about Grandma, or us for that matter, they would have visited at least once while she was sick, don't you think?
The pandemic fucked the flights up, you know this.
They haven't visited in over a decade. They've moved on. They're not coming.
Well, maybe they just should.
The trouble was, my thoughts had become very slow. I couldn't think at all. I couldn't get my thoughts together. The trouble was, I couldn't hear what people were saying. I couldn't look to the right or to the left. I had to look straight in front of me because if I turned my head round, I couldn't keep upright. I had these headaches. I used to sit in my room. That's when I lived with my mother and my brother. He's younger than me. And I laid everything out in order in my room, all the things that I knew were mine, but I didn't die. The thing is, I should have been dead. I should have died. Anyway, I feel much better now.
This was the door without a keyhole, which I'd been unable to open on my first visit to Eelmarsh House. I had no idea what was beyond it, except the sound. It was coming from within that room, not very loud, but just a hand, on the other side of that single wooden partition. It was the sound of something bumping gently on the floor, in a rhythmic sort of way. A familiar sound, yet one I still can't exactly place. A sound that seemed to belong to my past, to awaken old, half-forgotten memories and associations deep within me. A sound that in any other place wouldn't have made me afraid, but would, I thought, had been curiously comforting and friendly. But at my feet, the dog Spider began to whine a thin, pitiful, frightened moan, to then back away from the door a little and press against my legs. My throat felt constricted and dry, and I had begun to shiver. There was something in that room, and I could not get to it, nor would I dare to if I were able. I told myself it was a rat or a trapped bird falling down the chimney into the hearth and unable to get out again. But the sound was not that of some small, panic-stricken creature. Bum bump. Pause. Bum bump. Pause. Bum bump. Bum bump. Bum bump. Bum bump.